Hey there, and welcome. Have you ever wanted to just describe the world around you in French? Well, today, we're basically handing you the toolbox to do just that. We're going to go through the essential building blocks, the words you need to talk about your family, your passions, and everything in between. So let's get started building your French world, one word at a time. So, where do we even begin? Learning a language isn't just about memorizing boring lists of words. It's about actually constructing a new world for yourself, piece by piece. It's an active, creative thing. So let's grab our first set of tools and get to work. When you build anything, you've got to start with a solid foundation. And in language, that foundation is usually the people who are closest to us. So our very first step is learning how to talk about family. All right, let's look at these core words. For mother, we have la mère. For father, it's le père. See that little accent on the E? That's what gives it that eh sound. Then we've got brother, le frère, and sister, la sœur. Put them together and you get les parents. And for the grandparents, it's les grands-parents. Pretty straightforward, right? And here's how you can use that right away. J'ai un frère et une sœur. I have a brother and a sister. See? Just like that, you're sharing a real fact about yourself in French. It's that easy to get the ball rolling. Now, wait a second. Did you notice that we said le père, but la mère? This is a really big deal in French. Every single noun has a gender. It's either masculine, so we use le, or it's feminine, and we use la. Don't stress about memorizing them all right now, but just start noticing the pattern. It's one of those little secrets to making your French sound much more natural. Okay, so we've laid the foundation with people. Now for the fun part. Let's add some life, some detail. It's time to paint our world with a little bit of color. Here's your basic color palette. Let's run through them. We've got rouge, which is red, bleu, blue, vert, green, jaune, yellow, noir, black, blanc, white, rose for pink, and marron for brown. These are your absolute go-to words for describing pretty much anything you can see. Hey, remember our little chat about masculine and feminine nouns? Well, guess what? It's back. In French, adjectives, like colors, have to match the gender of the noun they're describing. So, a blue pen, un stylo bleu, that's masculine. But a blue car, une voiture bleue, is feminine. Did you see that? We just add an E to the end. The same thing happens with vert, which becomes verte, and noir becomes noir. It's a small rule, but it makes a huge difference. Let's see this in a complete sentence to really make it click. J'aime les fleurs bleues. I like blue flowers. Okay, so because the word for flowers, fleur, is feminine, the adjective bleu gets an E. And because we're talking about more than one flower, it also gets an S for plural. So it becomes bleu. Nailing this little detail is what's going to make you sound so much more authentic. All right, we have sketched out the people and the objects in our world, but now it's time to put ourselves right in the middle of the picture. How do we talk about who we are? A fantastic way to start any conversation is to talk about where you're from. And look who's back, our old friend, gender. A man from France is français, but a woman is française. A man from Canada is canadien, while a woman is canadienne. Are you starting to see that pattern emerge? And here it is in action. It's super simple. Il est canadien. Because we're talking about he, or il, we use the masculine form of the adjective. That's it. Okay, so just as important as where you're from is what you do. Are you maybe un étudiant or une étudiante? Or maybe an ingénieur or une ingénieure? These are the words that really help define your role in the world. Whoa, okay. See what's happening here? We're starting to combine our building blocks. Mon père est ingénieur. You're taking words from the family section and mixing them with the profession section to build a much more interesting sentence. This is how you really start to speak a language. Now, for what might be the most important part, introducing yourself. The absolute key phrase is je suis, which just means I am. Then you pop your profession right on the end.
Je suis étudiant. Je suis médecin.
Seriously, commit this phrase to memory. You will use it all the time. Okay, we're almost there. Let's add the final touches to our world. We're going to fill it with the things that make life fun, your hobbies, and the everyday stuff that's all around you. So what are you passionate about? Is it le sport, maybe la lecture, which is reading, or how about le cinéma and la musique?
These words are how you start sharing your personality with people.
And here is a fantastic template for sharing that passion. My favorite hobby is la lecture. My favorite hobby is reading. And the best part is, you can just swap out la lecture for any of your own interests. Super easy. And finally, let's just populate our world with the objects we use every single day. The book, le livre, the pen, le stylo, the computer, l'ordinateur. These are the words for the things that are probably sitting right in front of you as we speak. And here's how you might use that in a real, totally practical situation. I mean, how many times have you asked this question? Où est mon stylo? Where is my pen? So there we have it. We've gathered all the pieces. You now have the vocabulary to build a pretty good description of your world. The only thing left to do now is, well, to actually do it. I mean, just take a second and think about it. What you have right now are those core foundational building blocks. You can talk about your family, your identity, what you do every day. Seriously, that's excellent work. You've laid some amazing groundwork. Okay, so here's a little challenge for you. I want you to take these building blocks and actually create something. Start simple. Try to read just one single sentence for each of these categories. Describe your family, say what your profession is, mention a hobby, and then just look around the room you're in and name one object in French. You can do it. You've got the tools. You've got the blueprint. The only question left is, what are you going to build first? What is the very first thing you want to describe using your new French vocabulary? Go on, give it a shot.